Okay, hi everybody. I am here in, Central Florida, and I'm gonna go hiking on the Crooked River Preserve. It's this little area of basically swampland, I guess, for lack of a better term, that's still kind of left over among all the different development that's gone around. It's pretty cool. I've been here once before, but I just want to kind of show you around. Show you some different things. We got kind of a talk about little different plants and the different waterways and stuff like that that's around here. Pretty cool. So let's go. Okay, so I'm about, I guess, third of the way through the trail. Just want to kind of show you guys some interesting things, or things I think are interesting anyway. So you see a lot of this moss hanging around. I'll kind of show you here. You can see it there. It likes to really hang from these trees. I call it Spanish moss. In the deep south, you'll see it kind of all over the place. Looks pretty cool. You don't really want to pick it up or deal with it too much. There's bugs that roll around in there. And then if you, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, past the trees there's a little inlet river type area back there. Just not too far from the trail. I'm sure this trail gets covered in water certain times of the year. Anyway, we'll keep going, see if we see anything else cool that's out there. Okay, so I talked about the Spanish moss a little bit. I didn't get a really good shot of it, so I wanted to show you a little bit better. So here we go. So it just grows, hangs, big giant clumps of it. It likes to get in these oak trees. Which are great. The live oak is all over the South, and it actually helped us win the American Revolutionary War. Well, fun fact, our boats were made of the live oak. English boats were made of English oak. And the live oak is much stronger, and so that's one of the reasons we won, in case anybody's into that sort of thing. Okay, I'm now about halfway through the trail, and just came up on this small little clearing, the picnic table, and just want to show you guys. Still pretty close to civilization here. This 60-some acre preserve was kind of set aside, which is good for those that like to get out. But anyway, yeah, right on the edge, and there's a lake, this little canal system that runs through it. Great for boats and kayaks and that. So right up to the water here. There's something flopping around out there. Bugs. These trees are cypress trees. They can grow in these kind of swampy areas, I guess because of their root system. I'm sure somebody knows the answer to that question, but you can see the water is like Coca-Cola colored. That's pretty common out through here in the lakes and stuff, which are not very deep, by the way. Most of these lakes are 5, 6, 7 feet deep. So Hurricane Irma was about 2 months ago, I believe. When I came here about a month ago, there was quite a bit of damage. It looks like they've cleaned up a lot, but you can see kind of what it does. Here's a big, giant, very old oak tree that obviously fell. You can see I'm gonna guess that's what happened. These trees do die over time, and when they do, they'll fall, so it could be that too. But right up here, next to the lake, very cool. Guess the picnic bench didn't make it either from the hurricane or something. It's probably about as close as I can get without actually getting in the marsh. Very cool and amazing. Alright, so this trail is a bit of a loop, and I think I'm kind of at the tail end of that loop. So, we'll see what else is out here. Alright, I think if you probably watch the news or whatever, you always think about a couple things when you think about Florida, besides the sunshine and beaches and humidity. Hurricanes, of course, and then sinkholes. Not a ton of sinkholes out where I'm at right now. A little further south there is, but apparently in this preserve there's a big one that's been since filled with water, and giant lily pads. I have no idea how deep it is, nor am I going to find out. Okay, backside of this place is kind of the high point, elevation-wise, which isn't saying much because it is Florida, but it looks pretty cool. Woodpeckers probably got the most of that tree. Cool thing about this area is there is lots of little markers that tell you what you're looking at. This is a saw meadow. A lot of them out here, but little signs like that tell you what kind of shrubs and trees there are. Another interesting thing, you can kind of see it in the sand here, little hoof prints and paw prints from little critters and some of the big critters. So I'm back at the trailhead. I got a kind of another little area right at the front of the trailhead. I'll show you that now. So they've got these canoes, and apparently they're for public use with an appropriate deposit and paperwork filled out by the local government agency. And looks like a little, probably like a Boy Scout type of a deal. I don't know, never was in Boy Scouts. But apparently this is where you launch your canoes and get really a beautiful view of the back of the canal that leads. So there's a system of canals that when the water level's high enough like it is now, you can go from one lake to another, to another, to another. I believe there's 5 or 6 lakes in this particular chain, which is pretty common in Central Florida. There's a few of them. And there's your big boat ramp. Okay, so that was the Crooked River Preserve. Hope you enjoyed it. It's like really hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up and head out of here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, all that sort of thing if you want to see more.